didn't see a whole lot of standard form. It's really um, it's one of the harder ones to graph as far as because slope intercept form is easy because you've got the y-intercept and the slope. It's really easy to graph. Standard form's not so easy, and you really don't use it. I want to say not till pre-calc. Do you guys see this a lot? So for some of you, you may never see this again. Um, so y-intercept, or let's do x-intercept first. X-intercept is where it crosses the x-axis. Okay. So if I'm looking at these points here, say I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or any numbers. Suppose I'm looking at this point right there. What's the coordinates of this point? What's the ordered period? Anyone? Yes, Caleb.
3-0.
3-0. Okay. What about this point over here? Caleb.
-4-0.
-4-0. How about this point? Caleb.
-2-0.
-2-0. What do you see in common here? We got 3-0, -2-0, -4-0. It's what? Oh, was that Caleb? I couldn't quite hear you, Nick. Say it one more time. Did you say they're all crossing the x-axis? Yes, they are. I'm looking for the specific coordinate though, and I think Caleb said it.
-2-0.
What's in common with all these points?
They're all numbers.
Oh, that is wonderful. -2-0, -4-0, 3-0.
0.
There's zeros where? For the y coordinate, right? The y coordinate's always 0. Doesn't matter what x is. X can be anything. That's where it's going to cross. Okay? But the y has to be 0. So what do you think it is for the y-intercept? If the x-intercept, the y is always 0. So I'm crossing the y-axis here. What's this point? Caleb.
0-1.
0-1. What's this point? Ooh. What's this point right here? 0, -4. Good, Nicholas. Okay, so I got 0, 1, and 0, -4. What's in common? 0. Which coordinate? 0, -1. 0, -4. Which coordinate is the 0? The first one. We call that the x coordinate, right? So y can be different. Okay. All right. So this in 7 and 8, they actually tell us what the intercept is. Okay. So the x-intercept is going to be my x is 1, and of course my y is going to be 0. For the y-intercept, x is always 0. My y is going to be -4. And if you remember from your geometry class, how many points do I need to make a line? 2. I got 1 comma 0, 0 comma -4. I have 2 points. Unless you're a very good artist, I highly suggest using a straight edge and draw your line. Easy peasy, right? So number 8 is going to actually be pretty easy, right? My x-intercept is -3, so my y is always going to be 0. My x is -3. For my y-intercept, my x is always 0. My y is going to be -1. There's my 2 points. -3, 0, 0, -1. I'm going to use a straight edge because I'm a horrible line drawer. Just wait till you guys see my circles. Here's my line. Now, 99% of the time, they're not going to tell you what the x and y intercepts are, right? They're going to give you the standard form equations, and what are you going to have to do? That's right. You're going to have to figure it out. I like that. Okay, x-intercept. All right, so I got my equation here: 4x plus 3y equals 12. For my x-intercept, what coordinate is always 0? The y. So I'm going to substitute in 0 for y. By 4x plus 3 times 0 equals 12. What happens to this term? It's a 0, so it just goes away, right? So now I got 4x equal 12. What do I do? That's right. Divide by 4. And I get x equals 3. So therefore, my x-intercept is 3, 0. So 3, 0. Y-intercept? Sure. How was that? Okay, for the y-intercept, let's see, my x is 0, correct? So I'm going to put substitute in 0 for my x. Okay, so I have 4 times 0 plus 3y equal 12. This goes away. Divide both sides by 3. So my y is going to equal 4. So I have 0, 4. 0, 4. And there's my line. Easy peasy, right? I wish it was. Um, number 10. Let's do number 10. My x-intercept. Let's see, I substitute in 0 for y, so I got 2x plus 5 times 0 is just 0, equal 20. Divide by 2, so my x equal 10. So my coordinate is 10, 0. I'm going to do my y. Y-intercept, set my x equal to 0. So I got 2 times 0, so that's 0. I get 5y equal 20. Divide by 5. So I get y equal 4. So I get 0, 4 for my other ordered pair. So I got 0, 4 and 10, 0. Well, what happens here? It only goes up to 6, right? So it's going to happen a couple of times on worksheets on your Delta Math assignment. The scale will probably be fixed, but you got to watch. On paper and pencil, sometimes these graphs are replicated so they don't consider the scale. You might have to change the scale. Okay, so instead of 1, 2, 3, I'm going to do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, so that I get 10, 0. And here's my line. All right, number 11. Here's something I want to do 11 because we get a fraction. So my x-intercept, my y is 0. So I have 7x plus 0 equal -8. Divide by 7, divide by 7. So my x here equals -8/7. So my ordered pair is -8/7, comma 0. Y-intercept, set my x equal to 0. So I get 0 plus 4y equal -8. Divide by 4. So y is going to equal -2. So my ordered pair for this is 0, comma -2. So my x coordinate, -8/7, comma 0. Well, it's a little bit past -1, right? -1 would be -7/7. So I'm going to go to -1 and just go a hair past -1 for -8/7. Again, you're using graphs. Graphs are not accurate in mathematics. Graphs are more of an estimate because of this situation. Okay, and my y is 0, -2. There's my 2 points. There's my line. Okay, number 12, I'm going to change. I have y equal 2. What kind of line do I have? Or do I have a line? I have a straight line. Where? Horizontal at 2. Very good, Doug. That is highly impressive. Yeah. Way to go. Yeah. By the way, what's the slope on this line? 0. Wow, you guys have good memories. So I have a horizontal line when I have y equal a number. Horizontal. I'm going to change this up for you. What if I have x equal 3? Vertical line at x equal 3. Cool. You guys had very good Algebra 1 teachers. Awesome. Okay, so I have a vertical line. And what kind of slope does this have?
0 over infinity.
Infinity?
Wouldn't it be just
Can it ever reach infinity? You're right. I mean, as a line gets straighter and straighter and straighter, it goes to infinity, but can it ever reach infinity? No. So our slope, I mean, it would make sense that we would put infinity now, but it's actually undefined. But it actually, infinity would make more sense to me. But we just say that it's undefined because it could never reach a number. Awesome. That was great. Man, if I knew this, we shouldn't have even reviewed lines, right? All right. So now